Not a problem. Whenever there's this claim that in or in June. You were saying. I don't know the mirror anymore. I don't see it. She'll want to do it. You'll move the mirror.
I'll take my phone to text it to you.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. Oh, is that?
Thank you.
Yeah, they closed down like the interstate or something for a little bit. They had, that's what I was told. Yeah.
You can't catch them.
Indivisible with liberty and justice for all.
Sterling Bogus,
President.
Wagner,
Yes.
we officially got a resignation.
What?
Have we officially got a resignation?
I do, but yeah, I go ahead and do roll call on him.
Van Busker. Painter,
Yes.
Davis,
Yes.
Cummings. Yes. Brett.
Yes.
Online.
We're going to start the evening out by swearing in our re-elected trustees. Tiffany, I will turn it over to you. And you can swear in. You want to do them all three at the same
Yes,
time?
please.
Okay.
You all stand up and raise your right hand. Repeat after me. You can choose if you would like. I do solemnly swear that I will support the Constitution of the United States
Constitution of the United States.
and the Constitution of the State of Illinois,
State of Illinois.
and will faithfully discharge the duties of the office of village trustee
And I will faithfully discharge the duties of the village trustee
of the village of St. Joseph according to the best of my ability.
from the village of St. Joseph to the best of my ability.
Thank you very much. Congratulations.
Thanks.
I will have new yellow pens for everybody. Now, if I cannot recognize.
Okay,
Thank
great.
you.
Great. All right, moving on. We have our minutes, there are open to approve the minutes. We have two sets of minutes. We have the special meeting and the regular meeting for April 25th and the April 11th.
Do you want them separately?
I think we know, yeah.
Okay, so I make a motion, we approve the minutes for April 11th and the 25th.
Second that.
Wagner,
Yes.
Painter,
Yes.
Davis,
Yes.
Cummings. Yes. Brett,
Yes.
5-0.
In your package, you have the treasurer's report. Have a motion to approve the treasurer's report unless you have questions for Beverly.
I'll make a motion.
Second. Painter,
Yes.
Davis,
Yes.
Cummings. Yes. Rapp,
Yes.
Wagner,
Yes.
5-0.
Next thing is the investment report. And I think there, everybody should have got a little addition here to it, we've read all the way, so.
I make a motion that we approve the investment report as submitted.
I'll second it.
Davis,
Yes.
Cummings,
Yes.
Rapp,
Yes.
Wagner,
Yes.
Painter,
Yes.
5-0.
Okay, on to the bills. If there's no questions on the bills. Is there a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion. Second it.
June and Art.
Yes.
Cummings,
Yes.
Rapp,
Yes.
Wagner,
Yes.
Painter,
Yeah.
Davis,
Yes.
5-0.
Thank you very much, Debbie. Have a good evening. Seeing there is no public comment. We will.
Wait, we've got a call.
Go ahead, caller, you're on the line.
We have no old business, so we'll just move on down to new business. We have in your packet exhibit number 6, the tree purchases for 2023. We'll just need a approval for that. Yeah, if you have any questions, yeah, Mike got those put together for you. I think it's pretty self-explanatory on why we picked the one that we picked.
I think it's a quick thing that our locals didn't return phone calls, just wanted to make that comment.
Yeah.
For communications, should I say.
I always wonder if that means they're just super, super busy. Or...
Mhm.
Tell about the three purchases.
Mhm. So I make a motion, we approve the tree purchases.
I'll second it.
Rapp,
Yes.
Wagner,
Yes.
Painter,
Yes.
Davis,
Yes.
Cummings,
Yes.
5-0.
And I presume those will just be planted when the time is appropriate to plant those.
Mike and Luke, what's the timeline to get the trees planted?
Probably in the next month or two.
No, I think we need to get them planted before that because last year we waited until the heat of summer and we ended up waiting all the way until fall. So we need to get them planted here in the spring.
As soon as they're available, we'll send somebody to get them, and then it'll take a day to plant them. So I would say hopefully by the next board meeting, we should have them planted, as long as they have them available and we can get them and the weather's right.
All right. In your packet, there's information in regards to the auditing firm. So Joe's been working hard on this to get someone to send us quotes. And so I know he's kind of had to go all over the place, and he's done a lot of follow-up with other communities and asking them who they use and everything. So he's done a lot of research on it. These are the 3 quotes that we have, and he has a recommendation in the packet. Joe, would you like to add anything to that? If not, we'll just need a motion to approve.
I would like to just make sure before you do that you're aware that the audit will most likely require an extension this year of the state's typical deadline they have towards the end of October, and that's just because of workload issues. The auditor would apply for that extension on our behalf and get it. The state is aware that there's a lack of auditing funds for municipalities at this point, so they've been really lenient with that. But my whole point saying that is that the audit will probably be done in pieces this first year, and then in addition to that, since we're doing the wastewater treatment plant, ILEPA strongly encourages us to begin transitioning to a GAP standard. And that is a multi-year process. And we won't be on a GAP standard this year, but the firm will begin transitioning us this year to the next year to a GAP standard. And from that point on, after next year, we'll be on a GAP standard going forward. But those are just some changes for this upcoming year.
After reading the material, I feel pretty good about this firm, so I like the fact that they were recommended by these other communities, and those other communities have had good luck with them, so. So anyway, if there's no further questions or anything, Max made the motion to approve. Is there a Second.
Wagner,
Yes.
Painter,
Yes.
Davis,
Yes.
Cummings. Yes. Brad,
Yes.
5-0.
Exhibit number 8, bid for approval from miscellaneous accounting services. There's a letter in your packet. For that, what you would be expected to do. If there's no question in regards to that,
I'll make a motion.
Second. Painter,
Yes.
Davis,
Yes.
Cummings. Yes. Brad,
Yes.
Wagner,
Yes.
5-0.
next item on your agenda is the bids for the streets, sidewalks, curb and gutter maintenance for the 23-24 budget year. Mike has already put together the bids and divided them up. You have a listing of the various bids that were submitted and the 2 lowest bids for the various different projects is listed on page 40. If there's no questions on that for Mike, just take a motion to approve that.
Mike and his crew did a really good job with this year. And then in addition to what was in your packet, there was a page that was like this, that was added as well that Mike spells it out. Yeah, and Mike listed out the exact locations where things are gonna be added. So
Yeah, I'll make a motion to approve it. I'll second that.
Davis,
Yes.
Cummings. Yes. Brad,
Yes.
Wagner,
Yes.
Painter,
Yes.
5-0.
one thing I would encourage you to do is to go back through the previous years, whenever you print this. And see where, when Mike comes in as the public works director and recommends different locations. If you remember back to prior years, you could see in some locations how they build on each other. So there is a method to the madness, and it's going, I think, pretty good. So I think they put a good slate together this year. And we should be happy with it.
Thank you, Mike.
You're welcome.
All right, the next item is, we had previously discussed this, we've given them kind of a straw vote on the splitting of the lot at 509 South Water Street. It's in your packet under Exhibit 10, page 42, starts the explanation. I can have Joe briefly go over that, or if you have any questions in regards to that. I think the diagram and everything is pretty self-explanatory. There was additional wording that was going to be added as far as the easements. But we can approve that with that in mind, that they would have to get that easement agreement put together.
What is the address?
509 South Water Street.
And the easement, this is after talking with Mike and Luke about it, they've had conversations with the property owners that they'll need to have an easement on the north side of the property. They're looking at the layout. It would be right next to where Elm Street is vacated, is what Mike and Luke are requesting, which makes total sense. And so what I'll do, you all would, as the mayor said, pass that on the condition that the easement is placed on the north side of that lot. And then I'll get with the property owner and have them give us a drawing that demonstrates that. And then, we can get it taken care of with the county for them and, in case anybody asks, the lot sizes, whenever it's split, meets the minimum square footage that's required, so it's fully compliant with what we require from the zoning standpoint, so. Anyway, pretty straightforward, we just have a housekeeping item to do with it.
I do have a question. That's about the diagram. It's part of the house is on the other lot and it splits the house in the garage too. I mean,
They're tearing the house down.
It's coming down right now.
okay.
That's Brunzel house, correct?
Right.
Yeah.
So that's just, all it is, just showing where it is, and at the end of the day, all that's gonna be. Okay,
So you just need to pass it conditionally that the easement is reflected in a drawing that they provide to us.
Make a motion that we accept the easement, moving forward.
oh,
Also.
Cummings? Yes. We need to wait.
Nothing.
Brad,
yeah,
Wagner.
Yes.
Painter,
Yes.
Davis.
Yes.
Sorry, Max, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you weren't cutting me off. I
Okay.
was just trying to be funny.
Sorry. Yeah, we feel bad.
So, can I ask a question? The address, how will this be addressed?
We'll work with, we, in our, okay, we're gonna be required to go into CCGIS going forward since we've opted into that consortium. And, address that, we'll have to coordinate it with the post office and other entities, but we'll have to get on that and address it. Yeah, we'll work with Central for whatever you call it here, but, CPOM or what do you call it? MedCAD, we'll work with that, yeah.
And the engineer will probably get involved with that also. Yes.
Who will?
The engineers,
It'll get all knocked out on the address inside, that's just,
yes. And then we'll know, and that'll get it passed on to MedCAD, Dan.
Yes, thanks, Mike.
Okay, item number 6, the resolution approving the disposal of surplus property. The resolution is exhibit number 11 in your packet. It's just authorizing us to sell these items here that were listed that we no longer are using.
clarification. Joe,
basically, this doesn't mean that we're gonna go out tomorrow and sell everything. All this is a housekeeping item, so that whenever we do find the suitable replacement, that we can go ahead and dispose of the extra equipment. It's something that going forward every year, whenever you approve a slate of vehicles or equipment to be replaced, that we would do it at the same time. So it's just a housekeeping item for us. But it doesn't mean tomorrow we're gonna be selling everything all, we're gonna identify equipment for acquisition. And then, once we identify that and get everything, tucked away with that, we'll be able to dispose of the other items.
so basically exchange it and or
Yeah, basically, yeah.
Any other questions?
that was, I just want to make sure that we weren't selling stuff before it was replaced.
Yeah.
That was the main thing, to clarify that.
Make a motion.
Second,
Brad,
yes,
Wagner,
Yes.
Painter,
Yes.
Davis,
Yes.
Cummings. Yes. Did I miss it?
It's the same
Item number 7 is a motor fuel resolution, exhibit number 12. Once again, this is something we do every year. Our engineers, Clark Dietz, puts this together. It's pretty standard. They have the formulas that they go through to divvy up our motor fuel money that we'll be getting. So we just need approval of the resolution.
I make a motion, we approve the resolution.
A second, that we make. The resolution.
Wagner,
Yes.
Painter,
Yes.
Davis,
Yeah.
Cummings. Yes. Ralph.
Yeah.
Basically, if they want our motel money, we have to make a resolution, so. Item number 8, is for the, new truck that was purchased, light wire and tool, box that will be needed for that. The bids are in your packet, exhibit number 13.
I'll make the motion.
Second.
Painter,
Yeah.
Davis,
Yeah.
Cummings. Yes. Ralph.
Yes.
Wagner.
Yes.
Okay, Derek, do you have any updates that you need to update us on?
Next meeting, biggest item is gonna be going over the wastewater treatment plant bids that come in. We'll be sending out a memo tonight that, you'll need to read before the next regular meeting. But then I'm also gonna be, working with Clark Peaks to have time with, the engineers, where if you have time to go on site, you can go to Clark Peaks and meet with them, or you wanna get on the phone with them, I can jump on the three-way call if you want, or however, but I want to make sure that you all have time to ask the engineers one-on-one questions if you have it. But I'll be sending an email with the details, how we can get that coordinated. But so the next meeting, that'll be a big topic, and we'll have some action items for you then. And then in addition, next Tuesday, we have the second strategic planning session. And the first one, I believe, went really well. The second one, you bring your coffee and other things, so you have some energy to get through it, because it's going to be pretty important. What you do next time, Jim and I will be putting together a 5-year schedule of activities for staff to complete, so it's a pretty critical meeting to be at. So other than that, it's all I've got.
Oh, thank you. Tiffany, do you have anything for us this evening? No. Mike and Luke, do you have anything to add?
No.
I just have a couple of things. Jill Robbins, a local lady here in St. Joe, is organizing with the Forest Preserve, Kickapoo Rail Trail cleanup this Saturday, May 13th. There'll be a sign up at 10 o'clock. It'll be from 10 till noon. They'll be doing the sign up just north of the post office. Basically, it'll be a cleanup just through the downtown area. They recommend wearing closed-toe shoes, long pants, because some of the trash is kind of in the weeds and stuff that they'll be collecting. So if you would like to attend that is this Saturday. To help kind of clean up the trail and do our community. So that's that. I always appreciate, because she's put a lot of work into organizing that with the Forest Preserve. So the second item that I had officially, I had heard from Jeff, and he sent in his official letter, the intent to step down from the village board. He just thanked us very much for working with him. It was an honor to work and learn and get to know each of us. He specified that, especially the citizens of St. Joe, he was thankful that they trusted him and to help to make cooperative decisions with the board. You know, he enjoyed working with you guys with that. So he is moving out of the community eventually, and so he felt it was time for him to go ahead and resign. So I have his official letter for that. Wanted you all to be aware of that. And I don't have anything else. I just a reminder, yes, I thought the strategic planning, I thought also went very well the other night. So I encourage everybody to be ready for next week, and we'll get things knocked out. Other than that, I can't think of anything else to add.
Got a question for you. On the cleanup of the rail trail, is that something that Nora, somebody can ask for a PSA on the radio?
Nora, have you gotten the information from Jill already?
I have a picture of the sign.
Oh, okay. All right. Because and we have posted on the website also. And I think Jill's done a pretty good job putting it on Facebook and different things also. So, hopefully there'll be a nice
Yeah,
turnout.
it's been on Facebook for a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so she's usually pretty good about getting it out to everybody. So she's got a pretty good network there. So, anyway, any comments from trustees?
I have one for probably Mike and Luke or either or, but. So the other night we were on a walk and we were, I believe, east of the. The baseball fields out there, the Sportsman's Park or whatever. There's a trail that goes back there and the underneath the, and there are some benches. Right on the trail that looks like they've just been set there. Is that a normal spot for those benches or why are they there?
Where's
Where
this
you-
at, Max?
where's
I'm
this-
sorry.
You're
East
talking
of the
under-
Sportsman's
You're
Club.
talking about under Glover?
No, he's talking about the,
It's a rock path that goes back
Gravel
there.
road.
Yeah.
On the,
Talking about-
the bleachers,
Yeah,
the bleachers are there.
yeah, the bleachers, they're sitting right on that trail. I just don't understand why they are, I mean, I don't know if they're
That-
junk. If you're
No,
getting
no, no,
that-
no. That's not junk. That's the service road back to that pond. Those are for the football field. We pulled those off so we can keep everything mowed. Once football season comes back, we'll pull them back on each side of the field.
Okay, all right.
That's just a service drive. That is not
Yeah.
nothing that they're not junk. Those are fairly new.
Well, we walk on your service road.
Oh. You run.
But I-
You have permission.
Yes, I do. I'm a trustee.
I saw you because you had your trusty shirt on.
Oh, yeah. Don't screw with me, I'm a trustee.
Is there any other?
And you got one bullet.
yeah, I have a question on the Taste of St. Joe on the cards for the, what do you call those?
Lunch card.
Lunch cards. So are we gonna be, making those available for sale
Yes,
during the event? Because what I'm looking at is the idea that once WCIA launches their telecast, that may entice people to come on out to St. Joe that want to go ahead and purchase one of those or a number of those punch cards and visit the places that are listed on those punch cards. And I was just wondering if you could possibly.
yeah, it's again tomorrow, but yes, our intent is to pre-sale some and then also have some available that day.
Perfect. That evening or that day?
It's late afternoon, so, yeah, into the early, it's gonna be. What, Nora, we've got to figure starting around 3:30.
Yeah.
And then WCIA will be out here to about 7.
Okay.
So yeah, that's kind of the time frame that we're planning on doing all that. And we're starting to roll out a few things on that. And I said, we're meeting tomorrow, so we'll a little bit more put together. But we're all.
Sporting club get involved in that, maybe?
Actually, what I need to do is, connect up, right? Luke has a connection there that I'm just gonna share the name with him and have them take over. I don't think they've started doing any of their interviews yet. So, okay, so, all right, but if there's no other trustees.
Motion to adjourn?
I'll second that.
You may have to direct it.
That was early.